Since I just did a plush room tour video, I thought it'd be fun to go through all of my old setups, starting from when I first seriously started collecting. Before then, I did collect Webkinz. I don't have any photos, but I think I mostly kept them on my bed. I don't know how I did it because I had 400 or 500 Webkinz. I can't find a photo of them on it, but I did eventually use these shelves for them. And I also put some in those little bins that you see. And I also put them on these white shelves that are above the bed. And then I started collecting dogs, so the dogs just took it over. And then here's this shelf. And this isn't even half my collection, so honestly I don't even remember where I put everything. I think I stored most of them in the closet, or maybe under the bed, but I don't remember. And then I stopped collecting, and I sold pretty much everything except for just a few, which stayed in storage in my parents' basement for a few years. Until late 2019 and early 2020 when I started collecting again. This was the start of my new collection. And this one. My fiance and I lived in my parents' basement for about a year and a half. So my collection just kind of grew down there, and this is from a while later. I actually ran out of space, so pretty much under this pile is just boxes and bags full of plush. This was another later photo. And then in early 2021, we moved to Los Angeles. And I actually had to keep most of my plush at my parents' house because we could not fit everything in the car. So this is what I managed to bring with me. And then my mom just started sending plush to me, so the collection slowly grew. And then I moved everything to the living room in the apartment. And I actually had to take them out because there was a mold issue in the corner. So they all got moved back to the room. Nothing got on the plush, but I did start noticing mold between the baseboards and stuff. And yeah, the room just eventually got taken over by plush. Here's another picture from Christmas. I couldn't really find any other photos before we left, but just picture this photo, but the whole room. It was definitely stuffy in there. Fast forward to where we are today. This was shortly after we just moved in. And then this was when I got pretty much everything out of the boxes. And then I moved some of the prime shape plush to the room. This was a while after I got everything organized. Pretty much the only difference now is just I added one more shelf and I took the closet doors off and then added 2 shelves in there. And that window is fully open now. I also did move the wolves to the living room for a short period of time. But the kitchen is right there, so I didn't want them out there for too long because I didn't want them to start smelling like food. And I can't find a picture for some reason, so I just took the screenshot. But I did also move the Douglases to the room for a little bit. And then I want to say a few months ago, I moved half of them back into the plush room. And then just a couple weeks ago, I just finally moved the rest of them back into the plush room. So now everything is in the plush room. And if you watch the video before this, then you'll just see my full plush room tour. The only thing that's not in here now is my prime Shiba plush. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and follow me for more Dog and Wolf collectibles.